Okay guys, so today we're going to start going over common things that can affect chickens, because I think everyone who has chickens should be prepared for what they might get, because they're a chicken and they like to get all kinds of stuff. So this chicken, if you notice how she's standing, kind of penguin-like, she stands upright. You can see her bottom end here is like droopy. And then when she was roosting, that's why I noticed she was roosting really funny. She's a Fran's chicken, and my friend didn't think she could handle her, but I'm sure she could. I'm going to show you guys how you can do it. So when you see a chicken with this posture, it's usually one of two things. One is being egg bound, and the second is called water belly. When it's really easy to determine. You walk up and grab your chicken, and you feel right here, and if it's really hard, then you're probably looking at being egg bound. But hers is not hard. What does it feel like, Addie?
It's like a water balloon.
Feels like a water balloon, and it's literally water just trapped right here. And when the water builds up, it puts pressure on all of her organs, and she can't breathe. She has a hard time getting around. Eventually the water just will build up more and more and more, and then everything will just fail her, and she'll pretty much suffocate to death. So we don't want that to happen. This is not a cure for water belly. It's just a temporary fix. Ultimately, this chicken is in heart failure, and the water belly comes from her liver putting out too much water, and it just fills up. And however, I would say that especially in a healthy chicken, otherwise she's very healthy, they can live months to years if you just keep it drained. If you don't drain it, it'll just build up, and it'll be within weeks she'll end up dying. But we're going to give it a shot, and you'll have to drain it. I don't like when it gets to being drained more than a month, then that's kind of time to think about the overall health and long term. For this is just my personal, everyone will be different. When it's down to weekly, then that's probably, for me, that's about time that she needs to be, we need to consider other options, because she could be suffering more than we know. Chickens like to hide their pain. So water belly is pretty easy fix. You can use a 20 gauge needle, or you can use an 18 gauge needle. I like to use 18 because it lets more liquid come out quicker, and it's just quicker all around for all of us. Less time torturing the chicken. Now there's nothing here, it's just skin, and then it'll be right into the water. So I mean, it's really, other than just the discomfort of being held and all this other stuff, the chicken doesn't feel much pain here.
Don't they eat these? If they're good, yeah. It's a
What is it? A walnut?
Pecan.
A pecan? You can eat the pecan, but that doesn't look like a good pecan. So you need your needle, and then you need your syringe. Just put your needle on the syringe. It'd help if I took it apart. Addie, would you like to? Oh, and when you do it, you'll see this is her vent right here. You're gonna go about, I don't know, 2 inches below her vent and toward the right, and you'll feel it right here. It's really ballooning. So that's where you'll poke her, right there. And don't worry, I'll have my kids wash their hands before they eat. Especially Addie. Finley's questionable. And I use iodine to disinfect her, but you can use alcohol. I just happen to have iodine right here on hand. Rub it all over. Addie, you might get iodine on your white shirt. You have to tie dye it. Alright, so you get you a nice little area here to work with. And you can either drain it out.
Wait, don't you need the bucket?
Oh yeah, I'm super weird, and I just want to see how much water comes out, so we're gonna collect it all in the bucket. And the water says water, but it's kind of like usually like a yellowish color. You ready?
Don't poke me.
I'm not gonna poke you. And you can either pull on it and drain it. But usually after you start it going, you can just leave a needle in there and it just drains out on its own.
It's weird. Does it hurt?
No, Addie, don't move around because I don't want to poke her any more than necessary. It does not hurt. She didn't even make a noise.
No, she didn't. She didn't even budge.
If you feel too much resistance or it starts to be bloody, then please stop and poke somewhere different. Look at that.
Wow. Move for me. I know where to go. That's a lot. There's way less water belly.
And she's already, look, we've opened it up and she's just dripping. So I think I'm just gonna poke the needle in her and just let her go. Stand in the bucket for a minute. If I can get it back off. There's my lid. Be careful, don't poke yourself doing this. All right, girl.
That's a lot.
So we just wanna go where we disinfected. Gonna poke it in, and then we're just gonna let her drip. See it dripping out the thing. I'm gonna maybe zoom up a bit. Your chicken tenders, we are not videographers.
Is the needle going fall?
No, it's just stuck in and draining out.
What? Wiggling kind of.
Let's see.
Can I like sit her down? My arms are about to fall off.
Yeah, set her down in the bucket.
Don't move, chicken. Stay. Stay. Simon, stay.
Simon, stay. So we got Simon in here and she's just draining off, and we're gonna let it drain till it quits. And then we're gonna feel around, see if she needs any more poking. Drain off as much as we can, and then as soon as it's done, she's gonna feel so much better. All that pressure will be off all of her organs. She'll be walking normally and back to being a normal chicken for hopefully, we're hoping for a while. This is the first time it's done, so we'll just see how long she lasts and go from there. And I'm sure we'll have to drain it here in the next month or so anyway. And that's as simple as it is. And we'll show you how much water comes off in the end.
Needle's like down there.
All right, so we've got Simon here, and you can see how much water has come out, and it's still just dripping out. This is iodine, it's not blood on her. She does have a little bit of blood where we poked her, but that's pretty normal. Just like if you got a shot or vaccine or they drew your blood, you might bleed a little bit. All this liquid was sitting in that poor bird and just pressing on her. She's going to feel so much better. You can tell how stressed she just, look at her, so stressed. She's, cookies make everything better.
This is our
a couple
treat
of
food.
things I didn't say at the beginning is please make sure that you use new sterile needles. We're not here to give the chicken an infection, we're trying to save the chicken. And make sure when you grab the big syringes, the bigger the better, because I mean, look at how much is in there. You want to poke her as little as you can.
6 of those full, like, it was so much.
And then just make sure you get the biggest ones you can find, and make sure that when you get this part that it has the attachment for
Mama,
the needle there.
the chicken in the bathroom is alive now?
You can go check the chicken in the bathroom.
Don't mess with her.
And if you have a smaller hen, you definitely probably want to get a little bit smaller. With needles, the bigger the number, the smaller the smaller the needle is. Like, so like the 20 gauge is smaller than the 18 gauge.
Can roosters get it?
Roosters can also get water belly, but it's not as common in my experience. I also have less roosters, so I mean that could probably be part of it. Water belly is a lot more common in your layer breeds. So this girl has leghorn in her, or a leghorn, however you want to say it. And that is probably where the water belly came from. It in your high producing egg laying birds is a lot more common. So now hopefully if you ever see it, you're prepared and know what to do. You can see she is standing normaler already. Simon feels so much better. We got almost 3/4 of a quart off of her.
Wow. 3/4?
Yeah. She was carrying around all that water. Good girl, Simon.
What if still dripping? What if
She is still dripping.
What if it wasn't here? That'd be a lot. She's just like constant, like.